And he lived in a small village beside the sea. And the day that this story begins, he'd come out from the village. He'd climbed up the high hill behind the village, up to the paddy fields. And he was looking at all the rice that had been harvested and was now drying in the sun. Picture one.
The sun is shining so bright.
I'm gonna be blinded.
I can see everything from here.
I and the rice.
I'm so dry right now.
I can't wait for the festival tonight.
But as Yuuki stood there, suddenly the ground began to shake. It was a very strong earthquake.
Why is the ground shaking so much?
The ground is splitting up.
I spilled.
Oh no, are we going to die?
Hope I don't fall on my back. The walls are crumbling.
Fortunately, the earthquake did not last very long. And when he stood up, Yuuki was relieved to see that the village seemed to be unharmed. But as Yuuki looked down beyond the village to the sea, he saw a strange thing. He saw the water beginning to recede and go further and further out. And he saw the villagers, his parents, his friends, run down excitedly onto the beach.
What's going on with the sea?
Look at all those seashells.
Look at all those fishes.
Where's the ocean going?
It's so shiny.
I'm going, but I'll be back.
And suddenly, Yuuki remembered with a great shock a story that his grandfather, had told him when he was just a young boy.
My God, Grandpa, how big was the wave?
Was this big?
Is it really that big?
That can't be.
You must be lying.
Oh no! Poor friends and family! I need to warn them!
And so he ran down onto the beach and tried to persuade all the villagers to get off the beach to safety.
We need to get off the beach!
Let's build a castle.
Seashells.
Come play with us, Yuuki.
Look at this shiny thing. Look, a shipwreck.
But the villagers were too engrossed in what they could find on the beach. They did not realize they were in great danger. And Yuuki was thinking, what can I do? What can I do? How can I get them to come off the beach? And suddenly, he had a terrible idea. Not terrible because it was a bad idea, but because he knew what he must do. He ran to his home. He picked up a burning branch from the fireplace and ran up the hill to the paddy fields where the rice, the harvested rice, was drying in the sun. And he set fire to the rice.
Burn, rice, burn.
This field is on fire!
I'm flaming hot and so lit.
I'm melting.
Oh, I hope this works!
And it did work because one of the children who was still down on the beach looked up and saw the smoke and the flames and yelled, fire. And immediately all the villagers wanting to save the harvest dropped what they had and ran up the hill to try and put out the flames.
Die, fire, die! We need more water.
What do we eat now?
Oh no, our food is gone.
It's too late.
I'm sorry, I had no choice.
It was too late. By the time the villagers reached the paddy fields, the flames had destroyed almost the entire harvest. The villagers were devastated. How could this have happened? And suddenly, one of the children pointed and said,
It was him. We saw him.
He did it. We saw him.
Why did you bring shame to the family?
You're so guilty. Yuuki, is this true?
Wait, I can explain.
And as he stood there wishing the ground would swallow him up, suddenly one of the villagers turned and pointed out towards the sea. And there, on the horizon, they could see a small dark line that as they watched grew thicker and thicker and thicker.
Look, something's coming.
Is that a big wave?
It's the ocean. It's coming back.
I will devour all. They see me rolling, they hate it.
And the wave came in closer and closer, and as it came closer, this tsunami grew taller and taller until finally it smashed into the village.
I'm collapsing.
I'm Tsunami. You're going to die.
We are Tsunami. We will destroy you.
I've stood for 1,000 years.
I can't stop falling.
Oh no! The horror!
And the village was destroyed, but because the people were high up on the hillside, they were all safe. And that night, the village chief said that they were going to have a celebration because they had all survived. And the reason they had survived was all thanks to Yuuki.
Hooray, hooray! Yuuki saved us!